Hi, my name is Shiko. Um, I just wanted to ask a question actually two questions to Rema. What's the inspiration behind the song Sangazam? Because most people don't understand that song, they just vibe to it. And then, what do you love about Kenya every time you come here? What are the three things that you love about Kenya?
Yeah. Yo, what's good, everybody? Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you for taking out your time, you know, to speak with me today. Um, Sound guys. Wow. Okay. So, I made that song on Valentine's Day, um, 2021. I made it on Valentine's Day, so everybody pretty much knows what happened on Valentine's Day when you're with your lover, I guess. Yes, I'm old enough to talk about that. I'm 22. So yeah, literally I just took my experience for that day to the song, and you know, if you read through the lyrics, it's quite clear. I don't think I should decipher it right now, but yeah, it's just about love, and you know, the one-on-one time you have with your lover. That's it. That's it. And about Kenya, this is my second time. I was here 2019. Um, so far, you know, all I can say is that first off, I love the people. You know, I love the energy. I love the frequency. Um, you know, after I came here for the first time, I looked forward to come back again and actually come with my pack and my producer to actually make music here because I really enjoy the energy, the weather, the food, you know. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Does anyone else have another question? Kindly identify yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Faith from Energy Radio. So I have a question for you, Rema. Your song "Woman," the first lyrics on that song, you say that you are in love with plenty women and you might marry all of them. But yesterday during the interview at our studio, you say that you're very single and not ready to. You're not searching, but you're just looking for money right now. So I just wanted to know, like, what happened to these women? Did they fall out of love, or what was your inspiration when you wrote that song?
So, woman, that line, you know, where I said, I'm in love with plenty women, I know man marry all of them. You know, it actually means, you know, I have a crush on different type of women, all sizes, different sizes, different shapes, different colors. Um, and you know, my intonation was the way I placed my sentence or the way I placed that verse was in a way that if I had a chance to marry all of them, I would. You feel me? Yeah, that's it. That's my intonation. That was what I meant. You feel me? You know, if I had a chance, if I was able to marry, you know, different sizes, different color, you know, because everywhere I go, I see beautiful women. Kenya has beautiful women. I just left Zambia. Zambia has beautiful women. You know, but I just can't. You know, it's too much. But if I had a chance, yeah, I would. If I had the strength as well, I would.
We love it. We love it. Go ahead, King B.
Yes, hi Rema. My name is King B. I'm from Campto FM. I'm working with Nigeria. The song "Bounce" is one of my favorite songs of yours, and I really love the video. You took it all the way there with the video. It's so risky and so I would say out of the ordinary from the videos you've done before. What was the creative direction behind the video?
That video was really, really inspired by the movie Mad Max. Um, you know, I didn't really want it to be super cliche and just be in a beautiful background, colorful place, you know, or a club setting with girls just, you know, dancing. You feel me? I know the song is so direct and, you know, cliche with the booty bounce and everything, but actually wanted to add a twist of creativity to it. I didn't just want it to be plain. And that's why we got inspiration from Mad Max, and I worked with Director K to bring that vision out. And yeah, I'm proud of it.
Excellent questions. Let's keep it going. I know there's a question here.
Hi everyone, my name is Betty from SPM Buzz. So my question goes to you, Rema. You're doing a world tour right now, and Kenya is among the countries that you're visiting, which, we feel very privileged to be, to have you here. But I would like to know, according to you, the entertainment industry in Nigeria and Kenya, what do you think is the difference? And, is there something that we could learn from your industry here in Kenya?
I know I'm new to the game, and I won't say or act like I know everything, or be in a place of judging any industry. You feel me? I've not actually taken our time to observe the Kenyan industry 100%. I will be honest with you. But if there's something generally, I look out for, it's just if there's something generally that keeps us going, it's just the unity, the love, the support for each other. You feel me? The hard work, the ability to leave our comfort zone, which is our home, and relocate and be far away from home, just to make sure that we unlock a different territory to be able to pass our message. You feel me? There's a lot of background work that happens that you don't get to see on the internet. There's a lot of sweat, there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of sacrifices. So yeah, I feel like that's what really pushed us this far. And yeah.
I know there's another question. Okay, I'll start right here.
Yeah, hi. This is Joe from Standard Group. So I wanted to ask a question about you talking about unity in Nigerian artists coming together and having that unity going on. What is the advice you'll also make? Okay, like tell the artists in Kenya to have, like, how did you come up with the same unity as artists in Nigeria that the same Kenyan artists can also have here?
Yeah. Collaboration. That's it. Collaboration. And two, I feel like a lot of people, a lot of artists pay too much attention to fan-based rivalry. They just take it up to themselves, and they take their fan-based rivalry personal. You feel me? Some artists don't actually want to work together, not because they're not cool, but because their fans just stir up something. We should look past that. Spend more time together, understand, our different mind space, and just keep working together. And it's not, always about, get a feature or music, pop up at a show, be on a music video, just be there, be there for your brother. It's not all about music, however you can support creatively as well, it's still a collaboration, yeah?
I love that answer. I actually also love the question, so I'm going to open it up to the other panelists. I'm really curious to hear, Barry, from your perspective as an entrepreneur, how you think people are working together. G-Money, I know that, you've been in the game for a minute. Maybe you could give us some insight on that, and everyone else seated here. Just a line or two.
Stakeholders to bring the event together. Collaboration is the only way that we can grow and learn from each other. I mean, I'm sitting here, and end of the day, I'm lending my experience and my time to the project as well. It's all about collaboration, and if we don't collaborate, we can't grow as an industry. And I've been saying it for many, many years.
Benzema, perhaps you want to do a team?
Niaje Benzema hapa. So Kenya mimi nazosema ni I feel like collaboration should be done not only with artists but with everyone involved in the entertainment. That's from the media house, DJs, to even photographers, videographers, everyone. So I think that's the only way we'll grow. And first of all, bro, I'm a big fan of you. Big fan. And yeah, I think that's the only way we'll grow. And let's push towards that.
I mean, that's a really good point because, you know, when Rema was explaining about the bounce video, he already shouted out a director that he really wanted to work with. So you know what I mean? Like everything is, I suppose, a collaboration. Only Rosa, the only Rosa, you want to tell us something?
What's up, everybody? So first of all, I totally agree with what Rama said. I feel as though collaboration is so important, especially like in our industry. We're just starting to realize now that we have so much in common as entertainers in whatever craft we're in, photographers, artists, and these special talents that people have that if we brought together, it would be just amazing, especially like not only for the industry but even for our country. So I think yeah, it's definitely something we need to be working on.
Fantastic responses. Thank you so much, lady and gents. I know there's a question over here. Okay, hold on, I'll let it go back.
Hello, my name is Kalondu Musimi from Radio Africa. How was your transition from church, that is to you, Rema, to the Rema that we see right now? Because as you said it in a past interview, you were winning souls.
Yes, I was. I was. And I still am actually, but maybe not through music, but you know, I put my homies on. If you don't believe, you can't roll with me. Like, if you don't believe in something, you feel me at least. Yeah, I hold on to my belief because my mom brought me up that way, you know, and there's no way I'll get this far, this fast, without grace or favor from God, you feel me? But yeah, everywhere you find yourself, every phase, you must serve, you feel me? I served, I did my service in church, but it got to a point where I needed to move differently. Not because I wanted to for my pleasure, but because I was pushed to, I was pressured to, you know, being the only man in my family and losing my father and my brother, the body was on me, you feel me? Coming from my city, Benin City, there's not a lot of opportunities for women, you know? And I couldn't just sit down comfortably waiting for my mother to feed me or, you know, waiting for the day that a pastor would give me money. I'm not that guy. You know, I'm praising God and I'm doing it for God. I'm not doing it to please any man or anybody, you feel me? So, you know, I took the stand, you know? I went for competitions, I won some, I lost some, I stayed up late, you know, I performed at bars, I ran everywhere, freestyling for people, just putting money together, you know, for my family to eat. And that's how, you know, I started making a different type of music that you all call the secular music. But, you know, aside music, I've had different phases of my life that I had to serve. I've done different odd things, different odd jobs that I just had to do my service in different phases of my life. And that has literally built me up to this person you know today. So yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Rami, welcome to Kenya. Barry, my question for you is, what advice would you give to yourself when you started this? Did you think at any point you'd be able to achieve this, or you had a lot of challenges and you had a point where you wanted to give up? Jimani, what advice would you give to a person who's starting into the media and media PR and communication industry? What would be your best advice you give them? Alejandro, when you started, did you ever think by any point in life you would be able to be sitting in a panel with great minds and great heads?
Thank you for the question. And when I started 10 years ago, to be honest with you, it started as a joke. I never thought I'd ever been in events or in marketing. My background is in finance, you know. So what I'll be able to say is that, to be honest with you, over the last 10 years, I've learned way more from mistakes than from success. I know in the digital social media age, you always look at the outcome, but you don't see the work behind the scenes, you know? Like, if you hear on Rema's, the first song, the album Divine, everyone has a backstory, you know? So, for me, all I will tell you is that, you know, the genius thing that to do is just not to give up. You know, you just keep going, the goalposts keep changing. Right now I could be just doing this festival. Maybe next time it's the next Live Nation. Maybe it's next time it's a media house. So for me it's just like enjoy the process. The journey is actually the destination more than you think. Just enjoy the process.
Alright, he's being modest. Talk about the t-shirts, bro. Talk about the t-shirts.
Honestly, so the brand was started as a t-shirt. I was making for myself and a group of friends for fun. And then somebody said, like, let's make some t-shirts. And then a few years later, we went to an event to sell t-shirts. But we met people like the event more than the t-shirts. Well, that's the rain coming. And then next thing is like, maybe let's try and do some events. So we were doing like random events in the quiz nights in the clubs. So to be honest with you, I never thought that I'd be in this position. But for me, I look at it like a video game, just going level 1, level 2, level 3, you know? Whether it's FIFA, whether it's Mortal Kombat, that's how I look at it.
Alright, okay, good stuff. Alright, what I would say, advice to people starting in the industry. I use Barry as an example. Barry, you may or may not know, actually released a record about 10 years ago. And he emailed it to me at the radio station, and I replied 10 years later. Now, here's the thing. Many people would have given up. I was selling an iPhone on my IG page. You know when you buy an iPhone in the Middle East, it doesn't have FaceTime. Barry was like, I don't need FaceTime. I'm going to buy the iPhone from you. The point I'm making is this. He could have turned around and said, that G-Money guy, the guy didn't even answer my email. Years later, I'm working with Barry. The point I'm trying to say is you are your own industry and you get out what you put in. In this economy, in this digital economy, I'll be very honest, I work on the radio, but y'all know I do a lot of stuff off the radio in the digital space, creating platforms for other people to express themselves. Start where you are. If you want to do radio, start a podcast. If you can do a podcast using just your phone. Start where you are. Too many of us tend to look for that perfect moment. The perfect moment never comes. And this is an old man telling you that. The perfect moment never comes. You have to just go out there and grind for it. No one's opening any doors. No one actually cares. It's a selfish world we live in, and I'm sorry to say that. But get your grind on. Don't be that person who hangs around the barbershop expecting to get a free haircut. It don't work like that. Put the work in and invest in yourself. And keep pushing and knock those doors. Kick them off. When they say no, use that as your inspiration. Keep going. 10 years down the line, I didn't respond to his email. But he knows the status of my bank account and I know the status of his. It's a beautiful thing.
For me, I would say when I started music back in 2011, I think that's 11 years ago, I started as a EDM DJ and house music producer. So I used to produce house music. And back in the days, we used to go to town with CDs. We print like 750 CDs. We go to town and then we start giving them out. Kitembea mbele kidogo na patemeangushwa chini.
In traffic, like that in traffic?
In traffic, in windscreens of cars and everything. Even we used to go napanda matatu and then we sit in the front and we make sure the music which is being played is the CD of our EP. So I would say for me, the journey has been long and it's taken a lot of improvisation and changing because I had to switch from producing to now singing, and I think it worked out well with my brother there, Nelly the Goon, for Chongulo family. For me, I knew I would sit here with Rema one day, and I would say thank you to you, bro, as well. it's a good opportunity, and everyone else who's in this panel. So yeah, I think it's been a long journey, but bado tunaendelea. Yeah.
Another question?
What's good, everybody? My name is Kalanzi Kajubi. I'm from Tangaza Magazine, and I was just wondering for Rema if there are any Kenyan artists that you hope to work with while you're here, or creators.
Before I go to Kenya, I've heard a couple Kenyan music, but academically, it's because of the territory I decided to, school at. Nigeria is is a great, amazing country, beautiful music, awesome culture, but not so good of a government we have. You feel me? Yeah. The schools are being affected, by the government and their decisions, most especially financial decisions, and it's affecting, the youths, not just me. But yeah, I really want to go to school, but the strikes, the delays while touring and trying to do part-time classes, I just feel like I'm having way too much time to think about it. I just wanted to move. That's how I like to do it. I just decide and move. Whatever comes, comes. Whatever goes, goes. But now I'm just thinking well, this strike now, I don't know how long it's gonna take. So why don't I just take it elsewhere? Yeah, I can still decide to school, but maybe not in Nigeria anymore. But I still believe change will come. So yeah.
Fantastic questions and answers. I'm going to ask one question to Emmanuel, actually, at the end, and perhaps you, Barry, can